Hey guys, I want to do a long video for you guys and kind of explain what's been going on in my life as of lately. It's nothing very fun. So as you guys know, I've been diagnosed recently with cervical cancer. Trust me, it's new to me still. I am still kind of soaking it all in, as you might say. I'm still in shock. I was not expecting it at all. So I'm just gonna run through it, where I am so far, and what I know and what I don't know. I really don't know a whole lot yet. So I was diagnosed about a week ago, and honestly, past few months, what really started ringing the bell was my missed periods. For me, I don't typically miss periods ever, so that's kind of a red flag. But I mean, sometimes it's off like a week or whatever, so I wasn't getting too alarmed at first, the first month, but then after time went on and I realized, oh shit, it's been 2 months, oh shit, it's been 2.5 months, something's going on. And I really believed, because of the symptoms I was experiencing, just right off the bat, even like a week prior to when I was supposed to get my period, I was having all the menstrual, kind of symptoms ladies we typically have. I was cramping, lots of migraines, very tired, hungry. I mean, I thought I was at least. Just, the typical period symptoms you get right before your period, bloating and all that good stuff. You ladies, you know what I'm talking about. So after that period didn't come, I was like, started experiencing more and more symptoms. A couple weeks later, just lots of pressure on my bladder all the time. Like I had to always pee. I was just like, what? What is going on? Like, and when that started happening, and a lot of other symptoms, again, symptoms that literally is just like if you're pregnant, okay? So if you look up pregnancy symptoms, that's what I had, and that's what I still have. So I honestly thought I was pregnant. I believed I was pregnant from everything I was experiencing. I was really thinking I was pregnant. I was taking urine tests almost every day because I was like, oh, I'm definitely gonna have a positive tomorrow. Oh, I'm definitely gonna have a positive tomorrow. And then I was just like, after like almost a week and a half, 2 weeks of testing, and I was like, gosh, like, why am I not getting a positive with these pregnancy tests? I was just like, I didn't get it, but I felt pregnant. Like I 100% believed I was pregnant because of everything I was experiencing, and no periods, and very moody, cranky, weird, just your body feels off, overheating, migraines, just all the things you would think if you were pregnant. And yeah, it was really sad because me and my boyfriend, we truly believed we were pregnant, and we were trying not to get too excited about it because we kept getting negatives, but we really did believe because of everything we were experiencing. So I mean, it was really heartbreaking because we would talk about our future. We would make plans like, oh, like what if I am pregnant? Like, oh, how are we gonna figure this out? What are we gonna do? What would we do if we were pregnant? And we would just start planning things as if we were pregnant because we truly thought we were pregnant. How are we gonna do the nursery? I even had ideas in my head of how I was gonna decorate the nursery. Okay, that's how much I believed. We even came up with some baby names. You know, it's crazy. So yeah, it was hard not to get excited because we truly believed it, and we were excited and we couldn't help ourselves, and we really thought we were going to make an announcement by now that we were having a baby, and we couldn't wait to make such a you know, a big announcement like that. We were excited. And I do want to be a mom and all that. So it was a positive time during that time frame because we really thought that was the case. And after time kept going by and I was not getting any positives with those tests, and I decided to go to the doctor and talk to her about what I was experiencing, and she told me, she said that was all kind of weird, but she said maybe you're just overthinking it, or maybe you missed your period because you're stressed out, or she said maybe all this is happening because you're working out too much, or she, you know, there's just all these like excuses of why maybe you're feeling like this. Basically, she's trying to tell me I'm crazy, you know, like, you're crazy, you're overthinking it, just wait. She basically was trying to tell me wait, and I said, I need a blood test. I'm like, you know what, if I am pregnant, a blood test is basically gonna be the way to tell me if I am or not, right? So, blood test, go to the blood bank, get my blood test. They test everything else as well, like, you know, all the blood stuff you need tested. Anyways, that comes back a week later and says I'm negative, no baby. We were bummed to see that, but at the same time, I was already 2 months in deep with these feelings, and I was getting nausea at that time. I started getting nausea every day, and my body was telling me something, you know, and at that point I was like, you know what, something is happening, and if it's not a baby, something's happening. I shouldn't be getting sick. I shouldn't be feeling sick. I shouldn't be getting migraines every day. I shouldn't be, you know, constantly bloated. And as time went on, my pelvic area was like bloated and very hard feeling, like just sticking out, like as if I was pregnant, like, and we honestly still believed we were pregnant, because even after the blood test and the urine test and everything saying no, I'm like, kept telling my boyfriend, I was like, feel my belly. I am like 8 months pregnant. I was like, feel it. It's so hard. And I was just like, what is this? This is exactly where a baby would be. And I'm like, this is a pregnant belly. And we kept reading things online saying a lot of women do come back negative with blood tests or urine tests, and they are pregnant. You know, maybe you don't have enough hormones. So there's all these things we were reading online saying, well, maybe I'm the weirdo and I just don't have enough hormone in me to show that I'm pregnant. And I was just like, you know, so we gave it some more time, but it's just the symptoms kept getting worse and worse, and so I was just like, yeah, I need to get more tests done. And I was like, my doctor basically telling me wait it out wasn't enough for me, because in my past I've almost passed away from sepsis. If you guys don't know what that is, it's a couple of years ago I got sepsis, and it's like blood poisoning. And at the time, for months and months and months, I was sick, and I just kept pushing it away, just like, oh, I'm just tired today, or, oh, it must be the flu. And I just kept making excuses for all the symptoms I was feeling. So this time I was like, I really am paying attention to my body and what my body is telling me. And I knew something wasn't right. So if it's not a baby, or not yet a baby, I was thinking, something's wrong, and so I went back to the doctor. I went to urgent care. I've been to so many doctors throughout all this time period. I just, you don't want to hear all of it, because it's already 10 minutes and I haven't even gotten to the good story or any of it yet. Not so good story, I should say. Go back to the doctor. I demand a ultrasound, because I said, look, if I really want to see if there's a baby in there. I truly believe there's a baby in there, and maybe the blood and urine test is coming up negative. But if ultrasound can't lie, it will show what's in there, right? I did a pelvic ultrasound, I did a transvaginal ultrasound, and I did an abdominal ultrasound. And also, I went in and got a pap smear and told my OBGYN what was going on as well. And so, she did the pap smear, did the checkup. I didn't feel like she examined me very well, so I wasn't happy with the exam. She didn't even look inside, honestly. It was just a little swab and that was it. And so I was not happy with that, but I was gonna go to another OBGYN and get another pap smear, because I just felt like it wasn't a good one at all. Like, I just didn't, anyways. A few days go by and I'm still waiting for all those results. And I'm still nerve-wracking, because I'm like, is there a baby in there? Is there something wrong with me? Am I broken? Like, am I crazy? Is there nothing wrong with me? Is it all in my head? Do I need to go to a mental institution? What's going on? Like, seriously, I'm starting to feel fucking crazy, because it doesn't, just none of it was making sense. And the constant worrying and the constant just not knowing what's going on with your body and having no control over it, and having doctors look at you like you're a crazy person. And it's tough, and I'm still dealing with it. But I get a phone call. I remember I was in the middle of hiking and I get a call, and it was my OBGYN, and the nurse was like, we need to get you in immediately for a biopsy. And I said, well, okay, I can come in tomorrow. And they said, okay, come in first thing in the morning. And I said, can you tell me my results over the phone? And can you just tell me it now so I'm not worrying? And she's like, no, we cannot tell you this over the phone. And I'm like, okay, you're basically telling me something's wrong, so just tell me. I was like, I have the right to know. It's my results. And they said, sorry, for legal purposes, blah, 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 we have to have you here in person. I'm just like, oh, that's great. And that whole day I was stressing out, like, what's wrong? What's going on? And that day, I remember I started looking up cervical cancer, because I have had cervical cancer scares in the past. Ever since I was 18, I've had maybe 3 abnormal pap smears that come back, abnormal, when that means you have possible cancerous cells in your cervix, and they need to take a biopsy to see all that. And there's different levels, there's different grades, there's different low, medium, and high risk. There's all that kind of stuff. And I've always had something here and there, but it was never anything to really be concerned about. I've never had symptoms either. I've never had any of this before. So because of all the symptoms I was experiencing, and because that doctor wouldn't say shit to me over the phone, I knew something was really wrong. The next day comes in. I come into an appointment. She pulls out her piece of paper and says, you have stage 2 to 3. And I was like, what do you mean? Of what? And it's just cervical cancer. And she just kind of like told me like I'm a dumbass, and I was just like, okay. I didn't even know how to reply to that. I was just like, she said, there's this risk, this risk, and this is risk. You're high risk. These are the things, she's literally pointing out my chart. She's saying 2 to 3 stage. She's saying, these are all the cells we found. And we need to do a biopsy right now. And you're going to need surgery. And she's just telling me this like it's nothing. And I'm just what the fuck, like what is really happening? And I remember the nurse in the room just sitting there like her face is just like, and okay, and she's doing the biopsy, she's taking the biopsy, and she makes a few comments about what my cervix is looking like, and let's just say not good, okay? It's just not good, the things she was saying. And she basically tells me, she was explaining the surgery type and all this, and I don't even know all the terms. There's a lot to it. I don't know all the special names and all that shit. I would have to get all my paperwork out for you guys, but I don't want to do all that right now. So she's like, we might have to remove half your cervix. And I'm just like, she's like, the risk of you not being able to have children is high. She says, unless we don't take as much, and this and that, but it all depends on more tests we do and how far it's spread and all this shit. Basically, they gotta basically take out any affected tissue, or tissue that could turn into something if it has those cells in it also. So she does her biopsy. She says, give it a week, come back in a week, and we will schedule your surgery and go over treatment options when it comes to chemotherapy or radiation or medications and such, if depending on how your biopsy looks and how the ultrasounds and all that look and everything else. So she wrote all the stuff and everything I had and gave me a copy, and I was like, we'll see you Tuesday. And I just remember just walking out of there. My boyfriend was waiting for me, and he's looking at me like, what is it? What happened? What, waiting for an answer. And I couldn't speak, it was, sorry. I mean, it was tough. I couldn't speak. I just felt like, what the fuck just happened? Like I just got hit by a truck. So I told him, I'll tell you in the car. We got in the car, and I looked at him, and I felt like I did what the doctor did to me, and I just said, I have cancer. Stage 2 to 3, and I need to remove part of my cervix or all of it. I don't even know what's going on. And yeah, and I told him I gotta go take more blood right now, and we gotta come back next week for more details about what's gonna happen. So that was tough. I think that was the hardest part because we were so excited about having a baby and truly believing I was pregnant, you know. Oh, you have cancer and you're kind of far into the cancer and you might lose your entire cervix or half of it and you will probably never have kids unless a miracle happens. That's basically what I got out of it. And oh, and you might need all this other stuff. So it was tough. I think that was the hardest part, is telling my boyfriend, because I didn't want to hurt him either, you know, and I know how much he wants to have kids and his own kids, and I know that's kind of was a huge deal for him, and to tell the man you love that you probably can't have his kids now, and you don't even know how, you know, you're just having all these things go inside your head, like, am I even gonna survive this? Like, the survival rate's like low, what they say online, and all this stuff, you know, all the crap you read and all the things that happens. It's fucking tough, you know. But so I know that day I was just kind of a mess. I was on and off from going into shock and just staring at the wall, like completely blank, you know, to just curling up in a ball crying for like 20 minutes and not understanding what the fuck, you know. It's just, it was a shock because, you know, not only am I young, I'm the healthiest person you'll ever meet. I hike every day pretty much. I am a vegan. I eat healthy. I am a hippie. You know, I love vitamins and anything healthy I'm all for. Like yoga. I do the sauna. Like, I love detoxing. There's so many things that I do in my life that you wouldn't think that something like this would happen to me, and it's just, I wasn't expecting it. Definitely not so young, and I wasn't expecting it so soon. But pap smears, I do want to talk about that. Pap smears are very important, as you all know, ladies. The reason why I'm telling you guys all this, I am a very positive person, as you guys know. I mean, I don't complain, very rare. I try to put out positive quotes and positive things for everyone, and I try to believe it too. And the world gets hard enough, so for me, I try to see the good in every bad situation, and so this one was a tough one. This one was a tough one because to sit there and try to wonder what's the good in getting cancer. What is the good in this? Like, how can I make good in this one? You know, how am I gonna make good in this? So took a minute. Took a minute to think about, but that is why I'm telling you guys all this. It's not easy for me to come clean and tell the world about what I'm experiencing. It's not easy to tell this to anyone. But I'm doing it because I feel like that's why this is happening. So maybe I can help you guys. I was a year late in going for my pap smear because my dog doesn't like when I cry, so he's coming. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on, baby. He hates when I cry, so every time I cry, he always comes and like rescues me. He's cute. Okay, so because I had abnormal pap smears in my past, doctors recommend you come at least once every year, because if you have abnormal ones, that basically means that those cells can turn into cancer, and as time goes on, they like multiply sometimes they don't, but they can, and they can basically form into cancer later down the road. And all these years, you know, I've been pretty good with going every year. It wasn't until this past couple of years, I was going through a lot. You know, I just got out of that sepsis, out of the hospital. I was in a relationship for a while. I moved, and I just kept putting it off. You know, the year mark passed, and I was thinking, oh shit, it's been a year. I gotta go into my pap smear. And so every month I'd be like, fuck, shit, I gotta schedule my pap smear. Gotta go. And I remember I did schedule it one time last year, and then something came up, and I was like, I gotta cancel, and I canceled, and I was like, it's okay, I'll reschedule it. And I just didn't. Like, the whole year went by so fast, and I kept putting it off. Oh, I'll do it next. I'll call next week. Or I'll call later. And oh shit, I gotta go on this trip, or, you know, like, oh, I gotta work this event. You know, you don't think about it. You just, you know, you're living a healthy lifestyle. I don't drink. I don't party. I don't smoke. I don't, you know, I take care of myself. And it's just, you know, I wasn't experiencing any symptoms, and you just put it off. So what I'm saying is, get checked up every year, ladies. Husbands, boyfriends, brothers. Tell your wife, your girlfriend, your sister. Please tell her how important it is to get in every year. They call cervical cancer the silent killer. It's another thing I read, and I kind of wish I didn't, but I'm here to tell you, because you don't get symptoms with it. Okay? You don't get symptoms, and that is why they want you to go in every year and a half max. Even if you get normal pap smears, even if you never got an irregular one, you still should go every year. Okay, just do it, because they call it the silent killer, because you don't get symptoms. You don't know when you have it. You don't know if you carry those cells. So if you wait too long and you do start getting those symptoms, which I did, I waited 2 years when I should have gone in a year sooner, minimum. I started getting the symptoms. When you start experiencing those symptoms, that means the cancer has spread, okay? And that's the easiest way to put it. I fucked up, okay? And I'm regretting it now. And so, here we go again. So, that is why I'm here to tell you my mistake, okay? My fuck up. Don't let it be yours. Learn from my mistake, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna go through over a silly ass mistake, over getting too busy. You know, it's tough. So don't let this be you. Make your girlfriend, make your wife, make your sister, make your mom, I don't care. Any age you can get this, okay? You know, a lot of us assume it does happen more to older ladies. It does happen more, but it doesn't mean you can't get it young too. You know, a lot of the things I was reading is girls even getting it when they're 20 years old. An age doesn't matter with this, okay? if you catch HPV some sort of way in your lifetime and you have that virus in you, everyone has it. I swear everyone has HPV, but it's just a matter of who's carrying the more dangerous strands of it, and it can build in your system. You won't have symptoms until it might be too late, or it might turn into something pretty extreme. So I'm gonna be your voice. I know a lot of girls already went and scheduled their pap smears because of my story, and it's so nice to see that. It's so nice, and I hope I can keep inspiring people, and if I can just save some of you from going through all this, then I would be happy, you know? That's all that matters. I don't want anyone to experience this and not having an option for having your own child, you know? Not knowing if you're gonna have to do chemotherapy, you know, and lose all of my hair maybe. I don't know. There's a lot that I just don't know yet. I know I did recently get my ultrasounds back, and they did find something that was 3.7 centimeters on my right ovary. They are looking into it right now. We're still trying to figure out if it has to do with the cervical cancer spreading, or if it's something completely different. They made me do a blood test yesterday. I've done so many blood tests this past week. It's crazy. I feel like they're always sending you every day, oh, do a test for this and this and this. And I'm like, couldn't you guys just have done all this in once? But no, apparently not. You have to go all the time. It sucks. I hate giving blood too. Fuck, I hate needles. I'm not good with it, and it makes me want to faint every time. Anyways, I did a blood test to test for ovarian cancer. Yeah. Again, I don't even know if you can have both of those at the same time, or either it's one or the other, but a lot of the symptoms I've been experiencing are the same as ovarian cancer as well. And actually, I have more of those symptoms than the cervical cancer. So I don't know what's going on. I just hope I don't have both, because that would not be fun. I don't even know. It's my luck so far. I mean, shit, it's hard to say. So yeah, I did the blood test for testing for ovarian cancer. I, again, should know in a week. It's all about patience. Tuesday, I go over my surgery options, my biopsies, some more blood work, seeing what we got to do now to figure out what that 3.7 centimeter cyst or tumor, whatever it may be, on my right side is. And then I'm also going to be getting a second opinion. I called a few doctors as well. I do want to get a second opinion, because if there's a doctor out there that is a little more sensitive when it comes to someone that wants to be a parent, that wants to have a baby someday, I do want to explore my options, because I don't want them just to not really care about that subject and just say, yeah, let's just take it all out, you know, just take it all out, you know, and I don't want that. Obviously, I know at the end of the day, my boyfriend keeps telling me, like, babe, at the end of the day, your health is what's important, you know, everything else, we'll figure it out. He's been so supportive with me. And I'm so lucky to have him right now, because I don't know what I would do without him. He's been keeping me sane. He's been keeping me from crying so much. It's been a roller coaster, and it's hard on him, it's hard on everything, and it's really hard on him right now too, and my family, because I've decided to go public with this. So of course they're getting bombarded with questions and, are you okay? Is Jessica okay? What's happening? And it's tough. It's tough on everyone, and it's not going to be easy. And it's hard to see my family so worried, and my friends and my boyfriend. So it's for them seeing everyone trying to be strong for me. But I know that as soon as the phone hangs up, I know they're crying. You know, my mom has been struggling, and it sucks because I don't want them to feel like that. I don't want them to worry, and I don't want them to feel like they have to be strong for me. I told them all this, that there's gonna be days where they're gonna need me. They're gonna need to call me for some help, you know. And there's gonna be days I'm gonna be weak. Luckily, I'm a pretty strong person mentally. I've been through quite a bit in my life, like a little too much in my life, honestly. And I guess that's good because I am mentally pretty strong. So I know these are the cards that were dealt, you know, cards that were dealt, and I don't really have a choice with this roller coaster. I have to keep on the ride, and I have to do what I have to do, and I'm not excited about it, and I'm not ready for any of this. I am mentally drained. I'm mentally exhausted from all the doctor appointments and all the stress and all the worrying, and just from being so excited thinking I'm pregnant, and now I don't even know how long I have to live. Like, the fuck, you know? It's a lot. I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm mentally just drained. I'm tired. I'm doing everything I can to stay positive, and all of you guys have been amazing so far, and I appreciate it so much. I haven't really even been able to get back to a lot of people, just because, you know, it's so sweet to see the comments and the love, and, you know, just everything. But I'll get to you, I promise. So I'm going to keep you through my journey, you guys, and I want to help you understand this, because there's a lot to it. I didn't even know, and I'm still learning. So we'll do a video next week, or sooner, depending on how soon I find out what the next step is, and see my other options from other doctors, and we'll go from there, you guys. Otherwise, get in there and make your pap smear appointments immediately. And for the guys that are listening, listen to your bodies, okay? I think that was the one thing I did right in all of this, even though it took me quite a while to get in for my pap smear. The one thing I did do right was listen to my body, and it was telling me, get help. You're not right. You shouldn't be experiencing migraines and you know, just pains and cramping every day, and just things you don't experience. And so, ladies, guys, listen to your body. If something's not right, get to the doctor. If they don't want to listen, force them to listen. And that's another thing I've been doing right, is I was very proactive. These doctors kept telling me, come back in a month. Wait for your next period, it'll come. You know, don't be so stressed out. Your body's just going through a phase. Like, I had so many people tell me, so many doctors, urgent care, my primary, OBGYN, they all kept telling me it was basically all in my head. So don't fucking listen to that shit. I know they're the doctors, and you want to believe that they're right, but they're people, they're humans, they make mistakes. So whatever you're feeling, research it, get online, research, See what you can find. Go into the doctors, ask questions, make them give you tests, okay? They're gonna not wanna write you a referral, or you know, they might not want to send you for blood work, and some doctors are fucking lazy, okay? You force them to take advantage of your health care too, you guys. We are stuck having expensive insurance out here, so make the best of it. Use it, you know, use that insurance and get tested. And you still don't feel right, keep seeking answers, switch doctors. And so that's where I'm at. I'm going to keep seeking answers. I'm still going to keep testing and seeing what I got to do to get rid of these cancerous cells and to see what's going on in my right ovary. I don't know what's going on there yet. I'm hoping it's nothing, but it's hard to say with all these things I'm experiencing. So guys, I'll keep you informed, and sorry for the long video. There was a lot, and there's still a lot I didn't even cover, but you guys get the gist. So stay tuned, and I love you all so much for the support, and get out there and help others, you guys, and tell your girlfriends, your sisters, your moms, everyone, tell each other to go get tested. Just because you're not seeing symptoms doesn't mean you don't have cancer, you know. Sometimes cervical cancer goes unseen until it's too late. So don't be a retard like me and keep waiting. I know life gets crazy, but I'm regretting this 100%. This is my biggest regret in life right now, is not getting in sooner, because now I don't know what I have for my future left. I don't know. Everything's a big question mark. I don't know if I can ever have kids. I don't know if I'm going to live past that 5-year mark. I don't know how much time I have. You know, I don't know what I'm going to need to be taken out. I don't know anything, and it's scary, you guys. It's really scary. So do that for me. Learn from me. Don't make this your regret. Listen to your body, you guys, okay? Love you all. Bye.